Hey guys, what is up? This is Mel and I'm here to talk about The Flash, more specifically the spoilers that were revealed at San Diego Comic-Con this past weekend, and today is July 25th, 2016 for me as I'm recording. And the panel that revealed all the special Season 3 scoops was Saturday, July 23rd, 2016. So guys, not only did we get to see a whole bunch of new footage from the sneak peek, but we got a bit more of an insight of what is to come. So in this video, I'm going to try to talk about every spoiler that was mentioned in the official panel. Only the panel, guys, I'm going to be talking about, and as well as what I can remember from the video, which was just epic and I saw 2 days ago, so it's just fantastic. So I'm going to do that in 10 minutes. So let's start the clock and let's begin. So pretty much Flashpoint changes will just be a ripple throughout the whole season. Even if it's just going to be focused on one episode or not, we're going to see the whole thing flesh out. We're definitely going to see how Barry's relationships have shifted because of this whole Flashpoint issue that he's created. And despite all that, though, he still has his speed, though. No matter what, he still gets his speed. So that was a good reassurance, because that would have totally sucked if he managed to change time and then lost his speed because of it, because that was an altered point that he changed. So there's that. Pretty much for the sneak peek that was released, it was pretty much all new footage. It was pretty much Barry seeing, or we, the audience, get to see all the different changes. We get to see that Barry not only has Nora back, but he has Henry back too. So he has both his parents back. But because of that, he doesn't have a good relationship with Joe, despite the fact that they still do work together. So there's that. Apparently, he meets Iris again. Barry does meet Iris again, but she doesn't recognize him, or if she does recognize him, it's not very well. Maybe it's like off a fleeting chance they share the same class together, something like that. So it's not really a monumental thing. Apparently, also Cisco is a billionaire, so big success for him. And he doesn't know Barry though. Like he doesn't know. He makes a point of that. Also, we see Kid Flash, and that is Wally West, and he is donning a new suit. And to me, it looks like it's kind of been like a mix of the Flash suit with the Reverse Flash suit, just because of the yellow and the red. And I'm probably only thinking that because we've seen either distinctly the all red suit or distinctly the all yellow suit type thing. So, well, in this version of the timeline, there is no Reverse Flash. There is no Flash. So it makes sense why combining the two would seem like an issue, since they don't know that the Reverse Flash was an enemy. So there's that. But I'll move on to that afterwards, though. But we do find that Reverse Flash is locked up, and Barry's the one that only knows about it. And apparently, through the Reverse Flash, Barry finds out what he's actually done and how this whole Flashpoint thing is going to cost him, really. It seems that there's blowbacks to that as well for this major change that he's done. Moving forward, though, based on what was revealed from the panel, though, apparently there will be two big bads this season. One being a speedster, and I believe that's the speedster we saw in the trailer that was all black with a weird mask. So there's that. And then there's Dr. Alchemy, which is another creepy guy in the mask. So I may be mixing the two up. Again, I have not read the comics, so that could be my problem right there. But yeah, two big villains this season, so that'll be interesting. We also got confirmation that the whole Flashpoint issue would definitely be an issue on Arrow. It will affect it. It has ripples throughout the whole universe, not just Flash, and it seems that Diggle specifically will be affected. So there's that. So moving on to character-wise, how everything's going to change for them. It looks like Barry doesn't even realize how much everything has changed. He's kind of in this blind bliss for the past 3 months he's been living in Flashpoint. So there is that. I'm actually surprised that they're putting that much of a time jump, or that Barry has lived that much in this Flashpoint without even realizing the major changes. I mean, like, the major changes you would think Has he not gone to visit Joe? Has he not gone to visit Iris or Caitlin or Cisco or any of them and not noticed that there's this huge difference? Why did he have to wait 3 months? Or I get why, because he wants to bond with his parents, but like still, it's not like you purposely went on vacation out of town and you can't see your friends. You still stay. Anyways, so also we find out that in pretty much any timeline, Barry and Iris are always going to find each other. To how well they know each other or to how much of a capacity they'll know each other, that's always a question, but they'll always be drawn towards each other. So there's that. They also mentioned the fact that Iris had to grieve fully before she was able to move forward from Eddie's death. And when she thought that she was ready to do that, it was with Barry. So there's that. But now that he's changed the timeline, we don't know how exactly she's going to feel like this. We don't even know if Eddie's still alive or not in this Flashpoint version of the universe. But apparently Iris is in Flashpoint is still going to be similar to her original self that we've come to know her the last 2 seasons. So it'll just be interesting to see what those little subtle changes will be for her. Like I mentioned before, Cisco is a billionaire, and even though he's all focused on money now, apparently he's still an engineer at heart. So with his quick quibs, so we'll definitely get to see just how much he's changed and how much he stayed the same. So that'll be fun as well. And apparently for Joe, we find that he is unhappy in Flashpoint. He's having some issues with Iris, and it seems that things are spiraling along a depressing road for Joe, to the point that Barry's going to need to save him and help him keep his job. Which I said, they still work together, but they're not as close as they originally were. So there's that. And Kid Flash, Wally West. Apparently, Kid Flash is going to be a young, lighthearted, cocky speedster. Though he does feel more sure of himself. He's in a great mindset with how he approaches things as a speedster, and just in general, as opposed to Barry, who had to deal with the fact that his mom was killed by a speedster and then his dad was killed by another speedster. So he doesn't have those types of issues roaming around. But Flashpoint does not have the West family being as close as it was originally. So that will be something as well. Also, they introduced, or they gave a little bit of new information on new character that is Julian Doran, played by Tom Felton. Apparently, he is a crime scene investigator at the Central City Police Department and a colleague of Barry's. But it looks like that he is suspecting that Barry is hiding something and that they're on each other's toes from the looks of it, or they're crossing each other's lines. It seems that Julian kind of toes the line with what Barry's job is meant to be, so it seems like he's overstepping a few times, or I don't know what it is, but apparently there is friction between Julian and Barry, so they may not even like each other at all. But apparently things are good between Julian and Joe, so we'll definitely have to see what new character Julian is going to bring. Apparently, I think he's a brand new character to begin with. There's no DC comic book origin for him, like majority of these characters have. So it'll be interesting to see where they go with Julian, and it'll be interesting to see how Tom Felton plays it. Also, in the panel, he did make a comment about how the last time he was at Comic-Con, he was representing Harry Potter, but he made this distinct comment that he was representing a series that was represented by a lightning bolt. And then now he's back for another show that is represented by a lightning bolt. So I thought that was pretty funny. I didn't even realize it was like that until he actually said it, just kind of like he did. So I thought it was pretty funny and pretty coincidental too. So there's that. Also, we find out in episode 302, we will get a visit from Felicity. And apparently she gives advice to Barry. But I think from Felicity's visit, we find out just how things have been altered on Arrow because of Flashpoint. So there's that. Also, because of the change in Cisco and not working for Star Labs, it looks like his dynamic with Caitlin is definitely going to be affected. There wasn't anything mentioned about Caitlin's Flashpoint counterpart, but it looks like relationships are definitely going to be different. Whether it's platonic or romantic, it's definitely going to be affected by this Flashpoint. And it'll be interesting to see just how everything's affected, because you don't think that one thing is going to change everything. You really don't. it's, I guess it puts the butterfly effect to a whole new level. So I'll give it that. And that's everything that I was able to gather from the highlight reel about the Flash panel. But if there's anything that you guys caught on for season 3 spoilers revealed at the panel, let me know in the comments below. I love to hear about it. I really like to be on top of those things. I hate it when I miss stuff like that. So please let me know. And also don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and check out my other videos if you haven't done so already. If you want, follow me on Tumblr. Link for that will be down below. I'm trying to relink everything, so be patient with me, and then I'll be back to reblogging information that I find relating to the Flash, and then I'll go back to how I was during the television season. So be on the lookout for that as well. I have a video coming up for the Flash, and that's basically going to share with you my top 5 favorite moments of season 2. So be on the lookout for that. There's the timer, and that's what it is. So thank you guys for tuning in for this video. I hope you come back to see my top 5 video, and for other Flash videos I may post. So until then, guys, this is Mel. Wish you all a great day, great week wherever you are. Until next time, have a great summer. Bye for now.